Joined today by Florida Congressman Mike Haridopolos. He serves on the Financial Services Committee. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning. Great to be here.
So essentially, President Trump is saying, praise the Lord, pass the ballot, and vote for GOP. So can you talk to us about the SAVE Act? Specifically, would it bring about a change in how states register voters and clean up their voter rolls and do it in an urgent manner? Why? Because we're actually heading into the heart of the 2026 election cycle. What say you?
Well, it's really simple. Only Americans vote in American elections. It's that simple. We use the databases that exist to make sure that if you're registered to vote, you are an American citizen. And you think about the most fundamental way. We need to ensure that our elections are absolutely legitimate. It is, after all, the underpinnings of our entire government system. Sound democracy leads to a Republican form of government, which we all share and enjoy. But when we undercut that system by allowing illegals to vote, we undercut the fabric of America. And so the SAVE Act is very simple. We want to require photo ID, and we want to do the background checks necessary to make sure that Americans vote in American elections only. It's what the rest of the world does on their national elections. We should do the same here by using the common sense technology we use every single day with credit cards.
Congressman, Senate Democrats are turning up the heat right now, calling for major reforms and new accountability measures for federal immigration agents. Their proposals include requiring officers to unmask while on duty, wear body cameras, and carry visible identification at all times. Do you support those changes? And if you're open to reforms, what's the line you draw with respect to balancing transparency and officer safety?
Well, look, the number one thing we need to look at here, 10 million people entered our country illegally in the last 4 years before Donald Trump came back into office. And that means we need to find those people, one. And two, we need to go after the most violent offenders. Sadly, as you know, the sanctuary cities are preventing this, so the ICE agents need to go out and rearrest these people that should be in jails in the first place. It's the most common sense things to do. I am open to things like body cameras, but what the Democrats want to allow is for these ICE agents who are literally putting their lives on their line to be doxxed. It's happening all over the country, and it's unacceptable. And the Democrats are simply playing political games because they know that they're the ones who wrecked the economy. They're the ones that made everyday items unaffordable. We're finally turning the corner, so they're thinking, how can we create chaos? And here they are taking on the most fundamental issues. Because when you defund DHS, you're not just defunding ICE, you're also defunding FEMA, which we need after natural disasters, and you're also defunding TSA, the people who keep us safe so they don't blow up airplanes like they did in 2001.
On your point about safety, a few Senate Democrats introduced a bill this week called the ICE Out of Our Faces Act, which would ban immigration and customs enforcement agents, as well as customs and border protection agents, from using facial recognition technology. Now, as I recall, how facial technology is actually used, it helps with the accuracy and the speed to which you can identify issues and problems. So why wouldn't Democrats embrace such technology?
Well, they don't want to fix anything. I figured that out in my first year in Congress. Their goal is chaos. All they care about is power. They're going to try to appease their liberal base. You saw the interruptions in our Financial Services Committee this week. These people are about political theater because they're afraid that the left wing of the party, the even crazier wing of the party, might actually win the primary. You saw that happen last night in New Jersey. The Democrat Party is in chaos. There's a civil war going on within their party. And if they don't appease that angry base, they're afraid they're going to get kicked out of office. And so they're pushing radical ideas like you just talked about, which is actually unacceptable. And we need to protect the ICE agents. I care about their families, too. And all they're trying to do, just to be perfectly clear, they have to rearrest people that should be in jails. Instead, the sanctuary cities let them out and let them prey on those same citizens who've been victimized.
Congressman, the White House is rolling out a new website that actually could be of use to some of our viewers. Let's watch.
Starting tonight, dozens of the most commonly used prescription drugs will be available at dramatic discounts for all consumers throughout a new website. It's called TrumpRx.gov. That's TrumpRx.gov.
A direct-to-consumer platform that cuts deals with big drug companies to offer discounted cash prices on dozens of medications, including expensive weight loss drugs. Congressman, is this a real long-term fix for higher drug costs?
Well, look, isn't it amazing how President Trump gets things done? I mean, we've been talking about this politically for 25 years, lowering prescription drug costs, how frustrated we all were that we were paying higher prices than the rest of the world. President Trump used his master negotiation skills to strike a deal with the big drug companies, and now we're paying the same prices that the rest of the world is paying. For years, we've been subsidizing their drug prices, and here we are, the opposite. The president said, no, most favored nation. We're not going to pay 1 cent more than any other country is paying. That's what we're doing, and it's the president, again, stepping up. He doesn't play the games which other politicians do before him. He got this done, and not hundreds, in some cases, thousands of dollars in savings, because they're reducing costs for whether it be heart drugs, diabetes, obesity, you name it. It's, again, effective action, and we're making health care more affordable at every step we possibly can.
We'll have to leave it there, but it's simply amazing. Leave it to President Trump to cut the fat out of weight loss drugs. Thank you so much, Congressman Haridopolos.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
You too.